Attention, playboys, females, and fellas. This is Wrestling Card Weekly. My name is Brennan, and these fabulous freebirds are Nick and Jeffrey. We're here every Wednesday ready to talk cards, wrestling cards, whatever gets you Jimmy's wrestled. If you could brother us with a like, comment, or subscribe, we'd be mighty appreciative.
Yes.
We're kind of free flowing tonight, so this is a little no rules podcast for you. We're happy to do it, and we're doing it for the rock. We're doing it for the people.
We're doing it
Fellas,
for The Rock.
give me a hell yeah.
Dibs on Terry Gordy if we're going as the Freebirds anywhere.
You know what?
Not fair.
Not fair.
Bam
Can't
Bam
you can't just call Terry Gordy.
Okay. I'm good. How are you guys?
Feeling
Wonderful.
unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned.
Ooh, a little lights out.
The late night. Jeffrey's. I don't know if Brennan gets the unsanctioned. But Jeffrey's people that buy from him in his stack sales, they love when he goes over the time limit and does his unsanctioned listings.
Happens.
Yeah, it's like a lights out match. You know, it's one of the
Like a Mountain Dew pitch black match, if you will.
Yeah. Oh God, please. No.
Damn, I hadn't thought of that in too long.
Me neither. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, I like when a match looks like the ice hockey thing from Batman and Robin. I think that's super dope, and I think we should bring that back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
How the fuck are you? I'm glad that I'm so glad to be hanging out with y'all again.
Yeah, for sure. It's a bit of a slow news week this week.
Yeah,
Which is we're just kind of painfully waiting for what we think is Universe dropping in June.
yeah.
Hey, last time we said slow news week, before the next episode dropped, we had like 47 new announcements and a new set. So
I know that Cena redemptions have been filling. Rhea, Punk, Undertaker. I saw.
I bet these are all the
Io Skies.
They got them at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Io Skies are filling, and then a couple of lesser ones. But there's only a couple big names left, I think, that haven't fulfilled. Fatu and Austin on some of his stuff on the base variation. I have an Austin base variation.
Yeah.
In right now that's still waiting. I think him and Fatu are the only big ones left on that.
Yeah, I saw Austin did his Mark of Champions.
Yeah.
Those have been filled, so.
He was probably supposed to do them after Mania, but then he crashed into that lady and they had to hurry him out the door before they gave him a DUI.
Yeah,
I love his explanation. He was like, different throttle. That's what it was, bud.
Soft touch. But yeah,
Broken Skull IPA.
Yeah, not much news week. Just kind of me and Jeffrey went up to Jackson, Tennessee this past weekend for a show. Had a good time. Met up with our buddy Dusty. Jeffrey picked up some good stuff. I was like sick at the time, so I was just out of it. But it was a fun show. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I had a good time. There's some wrestling there, which was good to see.
Yeah,
it's good that they're like. I feel like I've seen wrestling at every card show I've been to lately, which before it was like far and few between. So
yeah, at least like, and not just like, oh, I have wrestling in the showcase. Like,
yeah,
actual people dealing wrestling.
Yeah, just like their entire table only wrestling. So love seeing that.
Yeah, so that was a good one. But yeah, that's about it as far as news this week, gentlemen.
Yeah. Y'all buy anything this week?
I did. I don't know where it is.
And for this week's segment of What Did Nick Buy?
Kiss my ass.
Oh, well, I'll say while Nick's pulling it, I didn't buy anything because I fucked up and didn't realize that the Pope card was going to be not for sale after Sunday. And, I am legit devastated.
It's okay.
I'm going to buy one on eBay, but man, I just know I would have gotten the white. I would have gotten the white smoke refractor.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah,
that's why I got one. I'm Catholic. I can say that. I don't know. You know. I got this Bailey Zebra.
Beautiful.
Which me and Jeffrey were talking. We're both in agreement. I don't know how you feel, Brennan, but we think the Premier design on Select is pretty ass ish.
For 2024.
Or yeah, I just don't like how half the card is just
Yeah,
design.
yeah, I like it. I like it with that Bailey, just because it. I like it if it works with the color scheme of the photo itself.
Yeah,
But for the most part,
yeah.
they're ass. For the
It's just
most
kind
part,
of it's just really
biased in that.
weird. It feels so unbalanced, because
Yeah.
it's just all
E-
on one side of the card.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I
But
thought the
if it
zebra,
works with if they make it work with the color scheme of the photo, I think it's a
yeah,
really cool way
I
to
thought
do
the
it.
zebra looked really cool. And I'm trying to pick up. Jeffrey's gotten me into the animal prints.
Animal style, baby.
So I've been trying to pick up a couple for the PC. But that's about all I got. I got a couple other things this week, but they'll show up in next week's pickups.
Yeah. I didn't buy, well, I did buy a couple things this week, but as always, they're not here yet. So stay tuned till next week.
Ooh.
We'll build the
Apparently,
suspense.
apparently, there's a little surprise for little old me.
Oh, it's coming. Nick, you weren't here. I told him that I got him a gift, but he hasn't,
What did
he
you
doesn't
get
know
him?
what it is yet.
Did you get him the thing that I think you got him?
I got him the thing you think I got him.
Oh, sweet.
Is it dope?
We'll have
let
to
me-
find out.
Let me ask
I-
Jeffrey one. Let me ask Jeffrey one question that Brennan will not understand. Mustard?
No mustard.
Oh, it's not that.
No.
Okay.
It did involve a bird, though.
Okay.
Base.
Anyways,
All right.
Your birthday.
It's just-
Your Brennan's birthday present is still on the table. Then.
Oh. Well, shit.
Jeffrey, do you want to talk about some of this? You sent me some pics on some market stuff.
yeah, I did.
Let me
I saw
reload these real quick. We had some technical difficulties, and I had to close out. Give me 2 seconds. Well, we can throw this one up real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to go through some of the top sales of the week in wrestling cards, and then just a couple that we can touch on to bring up good discussion on. But this was since our last episode, this was the highest selling wrestling card. During that time, it was the 1973 Wrestling Annual Andre the Giant rookie card, PSA 9. Sold for $6,100 on May 11th at auction. It's just such a sick card.
Yeah,
The
I think that's a good deal.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so
it has
too.
lots of room to grow. I think it's like it's kind of like I look at 82 or 82 Wrestling All Stars is kind of like 52 tops, like kind of like post-war baseball, right? And then anything before that is pre-war baseball. So I think that the quote unquote pre-war of wrestling, stuff like this has room to appreciate and catch up to stuff from like the real popular 82s and everything.
Yeah, I think so too. And like these hand cuts getting grades like this, like
Yeah.
they're gonna soar.
Yeah.
So
And it really boils down to like what you view as a card sometimes, right? Like I think we've had this discussion before. Like in pre-war, there's a lot of hand cut stuff, and I don't particularly collect any of those. I like cards that are issued in packs and boxes and stuff. I think that's a card.
Yeah.
Magazine pages, okay. Hand cut stuff. I like the Andre for being the piece of ephemera that it is. Not so much that it's a card, just that it's a cool magazine clipping from '73. One of his first appearances.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of weird about hand cut stuff. I guess I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
just how different it is from what we're used to these days.
Yeah.
I like it.
For sure.
But yeah, and that 73 was a pretty good set too. I was looking into some of them earlier, so it had
Yeah.
some pretty good names. But yeah, that was the top selling card this week. And then the second highest selling card. Okay, there was another Andre PSA 9 that sold same time. Like I think it's like $100 less. I'd have to go back and check. But besides those from that auction, the top like present day card that sold was the 2025 dual Rock Stone Cold Red Refractor Auto out of 5. The Redemption.
Nice.
Sold on the 10th for $5,250.
Which would you rather have? All right, which would you rather have for your PC, and which would you rather have for 5 years from now?
That was just going through my head, which I
out of
would prefer.
this versus the Andre.
Yes. PC versus 5 years from now.
Damn.
PC, I would go the Rock Austin duel.
Yeah.
5 years from now, give me the Andre.
I think I might be the same. I was thinking Andre, but like
I'm Andre.
I've watched a lot of Andre, but like I didn't grow up on Andre. That was the era before me, or 2 eras before me.
Right, but it's a piece of history.
Yeah, I don't.
And again, I mean, so is Rock and Austin.
I mean,
that's a tough question. That's tough.
Both of them on a Topps card for the same time ever. Like,
and honestly, I don't know if I can
on card. I mean, I know they've had the Leaf stuff, but
yeah, I don't know if I can definitively say it though. Just because have they shown what these will look like? I feel like Topps. I don't know. I haven't seen one. I'll look it up while we're talking, but it depends how it looks. But I mean, I assume it's gonna look good. Like I don't know if they did like a WrestleMania 17 stare down double auto or something like really that. Cool. Like that would be a no brainer for me. But like value wise, long term, definitely the Andre for me. Because I mean, I don't know. This is their first like licensed dual like major release card, but 5 years from now there might be 30 of them. So
right.
But PC wise, I'll take that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. You're Andre, Brennan?
I'm Andre.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to have that piece of history.
It's really cool.
And while I do understand that the Rock Stone Cold is absolutely a piece of history, and I would fucking love to have that.
Yeah.
That Andre is just gorgeous.
It's very cool.
This one I wanted to bring up. It's the 2022 Prism Dual Auto of John Cena and Randy Orton out of 25. It was the iconic rival set. I think there was a couple different sets of rivals that they had on the dual auto set, but I just thought this one was interesting, ending on the 11th. So obviously auctions, you usually want them to end on a Sunday, but with John Cena versus Randy Orton for the final time being the main event of the pay-per-view on the 10th. The timing of this, it sold for $1,150, which great sale for that.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Which I think the timing played into for sure. But the reason I brought it up is I want to get you all's take on how that plays into wrestling, like the wrestling card market in general, like the timing of matches, pay-per-views, stuff like that, like performance. Because I mean, I'm sure we talked about it before, but Super Bowl week, all the two teams that are in it, their stuff's going crazy.
I mean, I think it definitely is a time like when more casual collectors will pick up cards, right? It's hype. People follow the hype. So, but I don't know if you sell this card a month from now, if it's not the same price. It might not be, but I just I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just like such an iconic card. Like I believe that it probably was influenced by the match, but I don't understand. I don't understand why it was influenced by the match. Like it's two first ballot Hall of Famers. Like if they're facing each other, it shouldn't matter. So, but hell, good sell, man.
Yeah. I think with when it comes to Super Bowl stuff, say you have I don't know, Chiefs, Eagles, Jalen Hurts stuff isn't going through the roof after their win. It was up, but Patrick Mahomes stuff, even though they lose, it's still staying because of his legacy. So that's kind of
Yeah.
the situation where like both of these
Right.
guys are like two of the best to ever do it, to have like two of the most decorated. Like their stuff is gonna probably hold regardless.
Yeah. I would say on like more volatile people, like I've noticed a lot of Lyra's stuff has been popping off lately.
Yeah,
So it definitely does affect it. Especially for younger, less established
almost brings in the
superstars.
prospecting in a
Yes, a
way,
little
but
bit. It really
it's almost
does.
like I almost feel like wrestling collectors or just people buying wrestling cards that are prospecting in a way. It's almost always more of a reactionary instead of like the actual prospecting. They're just like, okay, this person got there first, or
Yeah.
they're in position to get there first. I'll jump in now, rather than getting in on the ground floor of like a baseball first Bowman. Like, oh, they're probably going to be good. Let me stash
Well,
this.
I would have agreed with that, but we've seen what Jacob Fatu's prices have done. We've seen what Stephanie Vaquer's prices have done. We've seen what Julia's prices have done.
Yeah,
I mean, to
but
be
I
fair,
mean,
all three
they're
of those
all title
people,
holders.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're all badass. Like they're
Yeah,
all. It's not like that's. I mean, I guess that's kind of like being like that's like prospecting Roki Sasaki, right?
yeah,
Like he was a stud in Japan. It's not really the same thing as some draft pick.
yeah. So yeah, I thought it was interesting with the timing.
We'll see what Miles Bourne stuff does.
My first thought looking at that card, that literally this is the first time I'm seeing this card. My first thought was, when was Bobby Fish that jacked?
He does kind of look like
He
Bobby Fish
looks
with the
like a
mustache.
jacked Bobby Fish with that mustache. But no, that this is a card that, okay, it may depreciate in value at some point or another, but over time, like that's one to hold on to.
Yeah,
It I don't know. I think I said it last week, but I think John Cena cards like right now are going to do really, really well. And things could get a little weird the longer his heel run goes. Because I feel like Backlash kind of propped that up a little bit. He's showing some wear and tear.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly how excited people are going to be for Cena in 6 months. But with all that being said, um, in a year, I could see that going for more.
yeah.
all right. I did a little research during that. So this one sold for 1,150 on May 11th. March 30th, PSA 9.
Okay, reasonable.
So same as this, PSA 9 sold for $499
Out of 20, out of 25.
out of 25. I think they were all out of 25. I think they
That's
only did
flip.
one. Yeah, I don't know if it was the exact
I
same
I
PSA
stand
cert.
I stand very corrected, sir.
Let's see. 2175. Double check the PSA, see if it was the
No,
same card.
this one's 859.
No, okay, yeah. So it was a different card, but both PSA nines.
Yeah.
And that looks pretty on par.
Was 400 an auction?
499 was auction, yes. And this one was best offer.
Dude,
The only one to outsell this one, besides like the first one that ever
yeah.
came out at release, which sold for $2,800 in 2022. The only one to outsell
That was
this
one.
that was right at release.
Yeah.
The only one to outsell this was the PSA 10, which is a pop one,
Yeah.
and that sold in January of this year for 1,500.
Yeah. See, I swear, and tell me if you see this too. I swear in wrestling more than any other card, like baseball, basketball, football, people hit high buy it nows
Yeah, and you know why that is?
because it's
Because
in collectors.
yes,
Yeah.
because wrestling collectors are collectors. Like
Yeah.
they're not flipping, they're not trying to just nickel and dime you. They know, especially when things that are rare or low numbered
Yeah.
come up, you don't know when the next one's coming.
Right.
So
That's a good
that
point.
that's definitely that does sway the market, but I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yeah, that'll be a good topic to discuss how the how that affects the market. I have some interesting thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, onward and upward.
The next one I wanted to show, which it was just funny about you saying like, what is a card, what is not. The 1997 Panini WWF stickers, Rocky Maivia rookie card, PSA
I will
10,
go on record and say that stickers are not cards.
sold for 1,300 on the 11th as well. The 11th was a huge day. There were a lot of big wrestling auctions that ended on Sunday, so there was a lot of good stuff up. But
Yeah.
I just thought this was an interesting sale on the Rocky. I don't have too much knowledge on what this card normally goes for. It looks like Pop Report's 19 on it. So I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Good sale.
I was about to say that's a sick card, but it's a sticker.
It's a six sticker.
It's a sick sticker.
But yeah, I thought it was a really cool sale to see on that.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I'd seen that one before. I guess thinking rookie card for Rock, I'd always seen the comic images.
Yeah.
Like in my head, that's
Yeah.
his rookie. But I mean, here we are. This is probably the 8th episode in a row where
does
we
the
debate what a rookie card is.
Does the Cardinal trivia card count as a rookie? Or really is his Miami perforated card the Dwayne Johnson
Okay,
one? I mean,
that's
come
a
on.
that. Well, okay, that's not a wrestling card, so it can't be.
What
his
about that
wrestling
childhood
rookie.
picture in his dad's wallet? Is that
Okay, now you're
rookie
stretching
card?
it. I mean, maybe does it have the rookie card logo?
I don't know.
I'm gonna write the rookie card logo on all of my son's photos.
Right.
I'm gonna be loaded one day when he makes it.
Absolutely.
Slap a top logo in the corner.
And then this has
Yes,
not
yeah.
sold. And just for anyone watching, the card does not look like this top to bottom. I edited it so you can see the front and the back in one photo, so Nick doesn't fumble through going back and forth on it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But this is currently at auction right now on eBay. It is the Attitude Era booklet out of Immaculate. This card is
It's the fucking
insane.
craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen this until we were prepping for the show. And I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, it is. So it's an Octo signature here. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Kane, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Mankind, Kurt Angle, and Trish Stratus. All on one card. Insane out of 25.
It shouldn't exist. It just feels like it shouldn't exist.
It's
If it was
got
all on card, it shouldn't exist. That would have been wild.
yeah. It ends at 9 p.m. our Central Time tomorrow. So it'll end before this episode comes out. But as we said, it's sitting at $1,825 with about 24 hours left.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the last minute fireworks.
Yeah,
Very
because
cool.
there hasn't been any movement on this in a day or two. It's been stuck at around 40 bids. But yeah, I think it's gonna bump. Just an insane card.
Set your snipes, gentlemen. And finally,
And here is where Nick is going to crash out.
Yep.
okay. So we're still not entirely sure. We think that this sale was a best offer on. Did audio just die? Are we dead? Jeffrey just muted.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeffrey just turned it
Sorry,
off.
I thought I just crashed.
And he
Okay.
crashed out. I told you it was coming.
So we think that this was an auction or best offer, and somebody took the best offer at 800, right? I think that's the best we can come up with
Yeah,
after
so
looking at the eBay listing.
yeah, card letter. So I don't even think we said the name of the card yet, but the 2023 Impact Joe Hendry rookie card. This one was the PSA 9. Card letter shows it as a $800 sale via auction. If you go to the eBay sold listings to check it out, it shows as it was listed at 1,600. Shows one bid at 800, so it looks like if this is a true sale, it's sold best offer. Funny enough, the same seller seems to have sold a raw one the day before as well, for 750. I don't see it as verified yet. It's on Card Ladder, so it might be, but
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm just gonna say it. If
Say
you
it.
bought this card for $800, you're a fucking idiot. Like, come at me in the replies, please. Justify it to me somehow. Like, if you want it for value, it's not going to go any higher in value. If you want it for your PC, it's going to get much cheaper. I mean, surely you could buy one in grade of 9 for less than $800 if you wanted one for your PC.
I agree completely.
So what
Hey,
are you
I got
doing
no
paying
argument.
that kind of money for it? Like,
the raw sold for 750. So we're kind of, the margins are a little thin there, Nick.
am I just way off? Like, Joe Hendry's fun as a novelty act, but he's not like some generational talent.
Well,
that's
people
gonna
have
bring
this.
down the world.
People have this idea because clearly Joe Hendry's going to be in WWE by the end of the year, or I think his contract ends. His contract ends later this year. I have said this to you guys before. WWE is where TNA memes go to die. We've seen it with Broken Matt Hardy. We've seen it. Look, I think he's going to have a nice little run. It's
I'll
gonna
give
be
you a
cool.
question.
It's going to be cool for a little bit, and then and God, I hate like predicting things. I hate saying shit like this because it's honestly not cool to say this, but it is what it is. Look, this is Damian Sandow.
I was going to say,
Mizdow.
I was going to ask you if you pay $800 for a Ken Kennedy card.
No, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't pay $800 for a Mizdow card. I wouldn't pay $800 for
Elias?
I wouldn't pay $800 for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Mizdow too, because as soon as Joe Hendry signs, the ink won't even dry on his WWE contract yet, and they will have him beating the shit out of the Miz live on TV.
Oh, guaranteed.
That's going to be his first feud.
Most likely.
Oh yeah, no, Dolph Ziggler's not there anymore.
Yeah,
It's going to be the Miz.
No. I'm sorry for my rant there, but if you spent $800 on that, yo, donate to the podcast. Like, if you enjoy spending money irresponsibly, like, spend your money on us. We'll do something cool.
I'll send you a cardboard PC rookie card on card auto for
We'll take a
half of
picture of all three of us and sign it for you.
the triple auto of Wrestling Card Weekly coming soon. Oh man, but I mean, it's a cool card. It is a cool card, but it is not an $800 cool card. Now, a month from now or 6 months from now, when he signs with WWE and this somehow sells for even more, and we're on Cold Takes Exposed.
I don't care. Cold take me. I'll say the same thing then as I say now. You're still dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I'm sure Joe Hendry will be world champion in WWE by 2027.
Yeah. Mark my words.
Mark my words.
All right. Jeffrey, take us to the questions. Get us out of here.
All right. Yeah. Nice, smooth segue. All right. So, yes, we did. We asked, once again, we begged for our questions online to get some feedback from you guys, get some good topics going.
Boys.
And we got quite a few this week.
Most of which came from Josh, the drummer of my band.
Even without his spam bot chat, we still got a couple good ones.
I still haven't seen what Josh asked. I'm excited.
It's
Josh, let's not tell
NSFW.
him. Yeah, there's a lot we couldn't say.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start with one that actually came in last week, but it came in like while we were recording, so we didn't see it. So we'll start with this one. This one came from Richard on Twitter. Still not calling it X. He just said, "Name your 5 best big men in wrestling." So this can just be a collab here,
Yeah.
but Andre the Giant.
I mean, is it really just as simple to go like Andre, Big Show, like I mean, does Bam Bam class Vader?
Yeah.
Vader's got to be in
Vader's a
there.
big man, of course.
Yeah.
Does Bam Bam classify as a big man? Boss man? Ray Trailer could go like crazy.
I'm gonna throw Rikishi in there.
Rikishi.
I would say if I was to
I mean Nash.
if I was to focus on current big men,
yeah, maybe we should do that. We can
I would say like
scale it in.
As far as current big men that are still actively wrestling, Big Bill, aka Big Cass, he's been putting in work lately.
Yeah, I love Damian Priest.
Love Damian Priest. Absolutely.
I think he's so good.
I gave him shit when he was Punishment Martinez, and I still feel bad about it.
That's cold takes exposed right there.
Yeah, that was a cold take I had. I was like, why is he even in Ring of Honor? Guess what? He's amazing.
He's fucking awesome.
Bad. The work that Braun Strowman has done in the last year, just putting people over. I mean, man's a champion for that.
Bronson Reed,
Will Hobbs. Will Hobbs been doing great stuff since he's been out from injury. He's now on the ops. Love it. I mean, I love big meaty men slapping meat.
Sheamus.
Oh yeah,
good victory the other day.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like you brought it up, like what constitutes a big man.
I don't know if I can call Sheamus a big man.
You know, I mean, Drew McIntyre's what, like 6'8"?
Yeah, I mean they're all big men, so
yeah. But if we're talking big, you know, I love me some Abdullah,
Giant Baba.
Yeah.
Whoever the guy that got his ass beat by Inoki in that Bill Burr video.
Shit.
The Great Antonio.
The Great Antonio.
Jeffrey, have you ever seen that video?
I don't think so. You'll have to show it to me.
It's Bill Burr commentating on Antonio Inoki versus the Great Antonio. Great Antonio, like no self, and
it has this page boy hair, and he's just like this 400-pound page boy haircut, like slob of a man.
It's so good.
And Inoki beats the shit out of him.
All right, I'm gonna need you to send me that.
Yeah, we'll send it in the chat.
All right. All right. Next one. Let me make sure I'm not skipping any. All right. Pete says, "What young wrestler should I be investing in?" So, prospecting or a form of it. We touched on it a little bit last week, but
we had some talks. Me and you talked to Dusty about that this past weekend of the show.
Yeah,
his answer was Carmelo, which I think is a very good.
It's a great,
That's like super good, and he's stuck with the Miz right now, and the Miz will do everything he can to elevate him, and like it's.
Don't say stuck with the Miz. I mean, He's must see, okay?
He's must see.
Would this be specifically ones that aren't currently over?
I would,
because my first thought is Darby Allin. I mean,
if you think that they have, like, with it being investing, if you think they have room to grow or will grow, then I guess it doesn't matter how over they are.
Sure.
Yeah. I think a lot of AEW people
in New Japan. I would say Kevin Knight in AEW in New Japan. He just signed with AEW. He's been exclusive with New Japan for a while, and he's currently as soon as he signed, they've been putting him in amazing matches. He's killing it. I think his first pay-per-view match was against Ospreay, and they had a killer. As far as WWE, and that's where it gets into over and everything, because my whole thing is, good Lord, when Dominic Mysterio turns face, he's gonna have the entire world by the balls.
Yeah,
it's gonna be shocking. I can't.
I'm
wait to see
100%
that
with
happen.
you. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Dom is really good, and he's not terribly expensive right now.
But to say he's still relatively affordable for the star power or the attention he draws.
Braun Breaker. I mean, his stuff
He's
is getting up there, but he's still affordable enough to get in on where I think he'll end up.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Braun isn't his values haven't quite risen to what his potential is
Yeah.
yet. Like, I mean, he's pretty. I don't want to say he's like extremely expensive, but like especially comparative to like some like Rhea Ripley or
Yeah.
sure.
just like values like that. But I think Breaker definitely still has room to go up. I love the Carmelo pick.
Yeah.
I just hope they push him. I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
he's got it.
I'm trying to think on NXT on like what I think would translate well. Like Javon Evans is cool, but he's like it's like Kofi on steroids. It's like, is that guy really gonna sell a bunch of cards? Yeah,
Yeah,
probably not.
I'm gonna pull an AEW one out. Go into Brennan's lane here, but
Oh,
Mariah May.
oh
I
yeah,
think
it's gonna pop off when she signs the WWE.
yeah, I think her stuff
She's
will.
so good in the ring, and I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's got charisma. She's great. She's a great wrestler. I mean, you can tell she has a great presence and storytelling. Just
Yeah.
just based on, good Lord, she's part of in my
Brennan?
the greatest feud of the
And
last
we lost Brennan.
365 days. Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're
Hold on,
back.
I think you're catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, sorry about that. No, but I was just saying, yeah, I mean, she was part of the best feud in the last year
2
or
years.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's money. She's
Yeah.
absolute
That's
money.
a good pick,
Whoever.
Jeffrey.
I
Her
haven't.
first tops cards are gonna go bananas.
Yeah, I haven't seen what her AEW stuff is going for yet because she just what would her rookie card for AEW be in? Was it 2024?
Yeah. Yeah. She
but
did a
she's probably
1-year
got some
contract.
what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has like a different like first appearance card from somewhere else, but
Keep talking. I actually want to figure out what that is real quick.
yeah, I think Mariah May will be. I think she'll get to like the Tiffany Stratton levels of just like explosion in value. Now I don't know how long that holds up. It'll just depend creatively what happens with her. I mean the WWE women's roster is I've never seen a male or female roster so stacked
Yeah.
from the ground up. But I think she'll fit in and they'll probably propel her straight to the top, just like that. It's like they're almost overcrowding the main event scene, but not at the same time right now.
Yeah. But they would be insane not to with Mariah.
Yeah.
She's a fucking star. It just is what it is.
2024.
Okay.
And I don't know if she has anything from like Japan.
She would have had a Stardom card in 2023 if there was one. She was in Stardom from like 2022 till end of 2023.
Yeah, I just see her 2024 and 2025 AEW stuff.
What's it selling for?
That's a good question.
Useless, Nick. Useless.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anybody else y'all can think of?
Or the glitter bomb card. I mean, not much at all.
Really?
Like, at all.
Bye. This is this is a financial recommendation
From Brennan.
I don't think you can say that.
No, I'm kidding completely.
Well, I mean, I guess some of her stuff is. No, I take that back. Some of her stuff, like the Black Diamond stuff, is selling all right.
I don't know. I think if you're not like wowed right now by her prices, I think that's probably a good thing for if you're looking for someone to buy into.
I'm not just like but like they're okay.
Yeah.
It's not
To be honest,
it's not like Stephanie McCare's prices right now.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when we started making recommendations and I started giving my mine for up and coming talent, I forgot that we were a wrestling card podcast, and was just like, "Oh, these are the wrestlers to look out for." And then y'all were like, "Well, cards." And I was like, "Ah, shit, yeah, we talk about cards."
Yeah.
That's my bad. I
Hey.
get excited about wrestling.
But you're wrestlers when they have cards, or if they do.
True.
That's the name of the game.
Perfect. All right, what's next?
Next we've got from Craig's Cards. Shout out Craig.
Greg.
Greg.
He said, first off, where was Jesse Ventura on last week's 3-man booth selections?
Damn.
I mean, my 3-man booth was perfect, so that was between y'all two to
I mean,
pick the body.
It's not what the poll said, but
We've-
you know. Anyways,
Hey,
that's
guess
not his
who
whole.
won the Instagram poll by a country mile.
Mr. Brennan, 2-0 on Instagram, 2-0.
Now, granted, there was one vote on Instagram. Wasn't me though.
Scoundrels.
I once again forgot to vote for myself.
But that wasn't Craig's whole question.
Okay.
That was just the start. He also said, also, you guys have provided updates on a lot of different WWE Topps card releases slated for this year. Have y'all heard any rumblings about a new sticker album? 2022 was the last Panini one. I've heard nothing.
But I would not put it past Topps to do some kind of kid forward set.
Yeah, I could. If they do a sticker set, I don't see it being something
Maybe
they
not
kind
a
of
sticker
like.
set, but something akin to like opening day, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
think.
more family collector, kid forward type of thing.
I think it'll definitely be like a retail product or, just, I don't think it's going to be something they like announce far in advance and like hype.
No.
I think it's just going to be like, oh, it's Monday morning, and they're like, hey, we just dropped this. Like, go
Yeah.
get your WWE stickers. I don't see them. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of the stuff they make is cool. Like I know they had some pretty cool ones in the previous Topps run, sticker wise. So I definitely see them doing it again. Just I don't know when. But that is a good question. After that, we've got from Corey. He said, "You are now a professional wrestler. What is the name of your finishing move? You cannot use the name of a current finisher."
Oh, this is where I'm at a disadvantage. You two are so good with words. All right, what is your move? You gotta tell me what your move is too.
I can.
No, screw that. Just tell me.
Yeah, you're gonna make my brain fall out.
I've already thought about this a lot. I hadn't even seen that question, but if I was a wrestler, I would be the beekeeper. I would come out in a full beekeeper costume. And my move would be the hive.
Solid.
It doesn't make any sense because it's just going to be a falcon arrow, but I just feel like that's the best. You know, the bee sting would work.
Yeah.
But the hive just has like the hive because I'm also going to start a faction where, you know, other wrestlers get involved, but you're not going to know which ones yet because they're going to be in the beekeeper costumes.
Nice.
And we're going to be developing the hive.
Nice.
You know, we're going to call ourselves the hive and the finishing maneuvers the hive. It's a whole thing. It's merchandising.
Yeah.
You know,
synergy.
I've definitely sat drunkenly
thought about this
thinking
for a while.
that for a long, long time.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What about you, Nick?
The only thing I can think of is that my finishing move would be the knick-knack paddywhack.
Hell yeah. Love to see it.
The knick-knack paddywhack. I'm here for it.
What would the move be?
I don't know what it would be like a
like a Vader bomb?
No. I always loved like the jackknife power bomb and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like a power bomb or like a razor's edge variation of some sort or something.
Love it.
Maybe like backwards and throw them on their face or something like that.
Hell yeah.
That could be
That's nice.
Cool. Yeah, that could be kind of sweet. Jeffrey?
I have absolutely zero idea.
Greg, coming from our social guy, he can't think on his feet.
God.
Shit.
You read this before us.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm like Heath Slater. I got kids, so my brain does not work, okay? As far as I would want to do some sort of just I don't know, like a frog splash variant or something.
That'd be sick.
Have you ever thought about what your gimmick would be?
So I'm going to share this just for out of pure entertainment for everyone listening and pure detriment to my life.
Everybody knows what their gimmick would be.
Yeah. So at one at one point, I don't remember how old I was, but I want to say it was like high school. Me and my buddy were like, we watched some old pay-per-view or something, and we're like, yeah, what if like if we were wrestlers, what would we be? We had this exact conversation, and I created my own character, and I was Echo was my name, and I basically was like a dollar store fucking Batman, and
Phenomenal.
and I wore a cape. And
Hell yeah.
my
What's this real hood slam shit?
yeah, and my theme song was I forgot what it was, but it was Avenged Sevenfold, Backcountry.
Based.
And then like my vignettes were almost like Bray Wyatt-esque of like the just like cut in, except it would just be like the Dolby surround sound, and it would just be like echo, like all around you. We went so far into it. So, let's go something like that, and then everyone can just completely destroy me in the comments and on Twitter later.
Your finisher could be a rebound lariat, right? Because you're kind of echoing back off the wall.
Yeah, so we'll just call it the echo splash or something.
Okay, cool.
Now that you guys
anyone
have
tries to destroy you in the comments, I'll defend you till the death. I love that gimmick. That rules.
it was
Dudes rock.
fantastic, and I don't think I've ever told anyone that out loud besides the guy who was with me when we were talking about it.
Nice.
So
That
was
rules.
so we'll go
Shout out.
with that.
I hope this video goes viral.
I hope it. I'm torn now.
Can you hear the echo? That would be like what that would be like the you think you know him.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
What we got?
All right, next one we got. This one was from good old Josh McClain of the band Heels.
Shout
Hey,
out to
Josh.
Heels. You should everyone should listen to the band Heels, available on all music devices. Also
Drop your Bandcamp link.
heelsmemphis.bandcamp.com.
And while we're talking about Heels, shout out to Heels for allowing our intro video to feature their song.
Yes.
It is our pleasure.
So Josh said this one was actually safe for work, so we'll read it.
Okay.
He said, which wrestler doesn't have a card that should, and who has one that shouldn't? I thought that was
That's really good.
it was pretty good.
Who doesn't have a card that should?
That one's going to be hard because I feel like at some point they made a card of like everybody.
Yeah.
I actually have a guess. Hold on.
Who does that shouldn't?
Yeah.
I think everybody should have one.
Well, this is, I've debated buying some more problematic cards at some shows. Just
I think
because I'm kind of a jerk.
I don't have an exact individual answer for that, but I do think at some point they need to kind of chop the checklists a little bit.
Let's alter the question. Who has too many cards? Like who gets printed? Who do they run the sticker sheet on too much? And who do you wish had more cards?
Okay.
Like I am like Joe Coffey has too many cards. I've pulled like a ton of his autos this year. And like
cut the checklist, drop it down.
Not enough cards would be
Just did a cursory look. It appears that I can get Scotty 2 Hottie cards for pretty cheap signs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
But
who
I don't
does
know
not
whether
s-
that files under too many or too few, because I would like a Scotty 2 Hottie
I think
autograph
it's
card.
just too cool, if you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
I was a
you
big too cool
know
guy.
you
Dude,
know who
same.
does not sign for WWE, but who I would like to see sign for WWE? And I only say this because I've just been watching a lot of Sabu clips the past couple of days. Is Too Cold Scorpio, Flash
Oh,
Funk?
hell yeah.
I think he has some Leaf autographs out there,
Yeah.
but nothing like official tops WWE release from like any of their tenure or Panini even. So I think that would be super cool. Talk about innovators. Like
Yeah.
he was right there with Sabu
Oh,
as an
God,
innovator. Like Too Cold Scorpio was the man.
Absolutely.
So I think more cards of him, less cards of Joe Coffey. Sorry, Joe Coffey, but I just don't want to pull your autographs anymore.
Joe Coffey, if you're listening, I'd love to have you on to debate this with Nick.
Yeah, come on the podcast. Kick my ass.
No, I've watched Nick pull more Joe Coffey cards than I could ever imagine.
Yeah,
Just being in a room with him while he breaks boxes. Like, how the fuck does this keep happening?
Yeah. Sometimes ask Jeffrey. It's a thing. Sometimes you'll just have a player that haunts you.
Yeah.
Like they end up in all of your breaks, and it's just some $2 card that nobody really wants.
Yeah. Now, sometimes you get lucky, and that person that haunts you is
It was like,
exactly who
Yeah.
you want it to be, but
yeah.
usually not.
All right, how many we got left?
I think that was the last one this week. Yep. That was it. The rest were you'll have to follow us on Twitter and go check the replies.
Can you not even censor them?
I mean, they're really not that bad, but I don't have them
No.
saved.
Okay,
I just went with ones related to wrestling.
There was one that was a fuck, marry, kill about our band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Let's not.
now that I think about it, that was what was supposed to be censored. So and then I said it, so sorry about that.
We'll edit it in post. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
We're the one take kids.
You got a draft for us this week so I can lose again?
Yes, I do. I actually was going to ask you guys because I was so had a big show this weekend, and my favorite thing to god damn it, you made me say GD on the podcast because I know
PC
why you
principal
have the
ass.
fucking glasses on.
I mean, it's the best time of the week. You know,
Damn,
the
I
Pander
hate you
Champs
so
time.
much sometimes.
PC principal
I
looking
hate
ass.
you so much. Anyway, when I'm amping myself up, and we had a big show on Saturday, I like to listen to two different things. One is Van Halen's album 1984, and two is wrestling entrance music. So I wanted to ask you guys, what are your favorite entrance themes?
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Thank you. I just
Um,
want to fucking strangle you with those glasses on. Good God. And I love you. I love you dearly.
Hey, these say The Miz on them.
Do they really?
The
They
Pander
do.
champion.
They do.
Holy shit.
I'm pandering.
Shout
this
out
week
to the
with
Great
it.
Brown Hope for these this beautiful gift he
Oh,
provided me
nice.
with.
That is that's one of the coolest things I've ever
Yes,
seen.
I don't have a
even know-
title belt yet as the
I didn't
Pander
even
champ,
know that
so.
was like a piece of merch. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
All right. So, favorite entrance theme. DX, number one.
Okay.
I don't know. That
Good
was
choice.
that was my childhood. Walking
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
everyone had to suck it.
Very pandering. Very pandering.
When you were a kid, did you ever download that on a file sharing software where it was listed as Rage Against the Machine?
Oh, maybe like the Wire of the Limes, something like that. Yeah,
Something
definitely
like
did.
that. Napster, all of them. Yeah,
Kaza,
everything said
LimeWire,
Rage Against the
Napster.
Machine DX theme.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, burned that on the CDs, put it
Yeah.
outside, and came out to my trampoline every day to that song.
All right, Brendan, what you got, buddy?
My favorite is gonna be, and this has been used. It was originally used by Onita but then got taken by John Moxley. Wild Thing, which I guess technically you could say is also the entrance music for Charlie Sheen in Major League.
Such a
Fair
good
enough.
But Wild Thing as an entrance is just chef's kiss.
It is. And that actually fit John Moxley really well.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just gonna pander today because I think it's like the greatest thing Jim Johnson Jim Johnson ever did. Stone Cold's theme song, the glass shatter, just it's perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You knew your ass was done as soon as you heard the glass break.
yeah.
Yeah. You can't get more legendary than that.
My next pick is Sean. The one with Sean singing, not with Jerry singing. Yeah,
Sexy boy.
I think that's number 2 for sure.
Can you sing us a line from Sexy Boy?
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives the girls wild.
I didn't think you'd actually sing it. That was beautiful.
Man.
Go ahead and
shame.
clip that as soon as possible.
Oh, will do.
That was at 56.
Oh, don't worry. I already put a marker on it, buddy. Don't you worry. Am I up now?
No, Brennan.
Oh,
Okay.
I am. Next is the car crash. Mick Foley.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, Mick Foley's theme.
Duh.
I love so damn much.
Yeah, it's very good.
Which is not that far off from Wild Thing.
Yeah.
I have a type.
Sensing a theme.
You have a
Yeah,
type.
I have a type.
Oh man, this is gonna be a hard week in the polls. Oh,
Yeah, you're still gonna win, so keep up.
I don't know. Nick's pretty
Nick
strong
got-
right now.
Yeah, Nick
He got Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
All right, I have one that definitely will probably lose me the polls, but I'm gonna take it anyways because it's what the heart wants,
Take the L.
and it's the Triple H My Time theme. Y'all know which one I'm talking about?
Yes. I'm pretty sure.
So look it up after if you haven't, but that one, I love his pretty much every theme Triple H has had, but the My Time theme was
that
phenomenal.
one wasn't Motorhead.
Correct. I want to say it was Jim Johnson.
That was Jim Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was his 1999 entrance.
No, that did fuck. That was cool.
I loved that theme. And then if I've got to do one more, I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but
It's okay. I'm going to throw it on my last one so you can win.
the Basic Thugonomics, Word Life.
Let's go.
It's just
You know what?
I'm just in a mood right now, and these are not poll winners, but maybe it's the glasses.
What are you talking about? That's a certified poll.
Yeah, I'm actually throwing on my last answer. So
because that's the thing. I answer all these on my genuine what I like, and it's only right now watching you guys debate. I'm like, should I start? Trying to.
to be fair, Stone Cold and what was my second pick?
Shawn Michaels.
are both certified bangers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
mine. Yeah, all of ours are bangers.
Yeah,
All right, who's your third, Brennan?
My third, fucking with a bullet, Shinsuke Nakamura's original theme song. That is one of the, and I'm not talking the New Japan one. I'm talking his original WWE theme song with the
When he came out to
violin.
fight Sammy?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is just one of the coolest songs I've ever heard in my life. I love that song very much. And
I wish they never changed it.
I know they just kept changing it and kept fucking. First they were like, okay, someone's gonna rap over it, and then someone's gonna play, just heavy chords over it, and then it just gradually more and more and more they just can't help themselves. They
So
just had a beautiful thing and fucked it up over and over again.
yeah.
But YouTube never forgets, and I listen to that song all the time.
I am going to go with
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was hoping that wasn't getting picked up on the mic. I'm
the
really sorry.
New Age Outlaws. New Age Outlaws.
I
Oh,
almost
hell
took
yeah.
that one too.
That's my favorite. The everything is so great. Road Dogg and the whole spiel, and I love that shit as a kid. That was my favorite thing.
Hell yes.
I feel like this is a draft we have to throw in some honorable mentions because there's so many more.
Oh,
I have-
million
can I-
percent.
Can I give you guys my answer for when I was actually going to try and throw the draft so we could
Yeah.
keep the Jeffrey charade going?
Charade. No. Don't try to discredit me because you can't win. Anyways,
This
continue.
Jeffrey charade that we have going. C'est La Vie by Bewitched. Nixon Newell used to come out to that. Tegan Knox on the Indies.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I did not.
I didn't
Say
know that.
you will, say you
No. Yeah.
C'est La Vie. Yeah. That's a bob.
Yeah. My ones I was thinking of, Sami Zayn's theme has always been.
It's always
Yeah.
fun.
you
Yeah.
know, and then like I considered like a cheap heat, Sandman, Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Fucking classic.
Do y'all remember I loved it so much when I was younger, the older Rey Mysterio entrance song that had like the actual
WCW or
lyrics.
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
Like the Who's That Jumping
yeah.
Out the Sky?
Yep.
Who's
That one-
jumping
That
out
was
the
yeah.
sky?
That was a banger.
I loved that one. And then there was I want to give a shout out to Test because that theme song is
Test.
gets
This is a test.
that
Test.
yes.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
Also, hate
D'Lo Brown.
Oh, D'Lo Brown's was great. Hate the dude, but he had the fucking best theme song. No chance. No
Yeah.
chance in hell. Like that is such a banger. You can't I wish they gave it to literally anyone other than
Call
him.
and response will win every
But-
time.
Of
Yeah.
course. That song rocks so hard. It's so good.
I love that.
Well, it was a good draft this week.
That was a good draft this week.
It's
It
going to be
was.
up in the air. Jeffrey might not win.
I don't think I will. I think mine was a little far out.
Is your run over as champion? We got to get a belt, by the way.
Oh, now we need to get a belt. Now that you think I'm going to lose, that makes plenty
Yeah.
of sense.
Yep.
I
Yep.
hate it here. I'm
Yep.
retiring after this episode.
No, you're not. Don't even lie.
We're gonna do this forever, unfortunately.
I'm leaving my hat on the mic.
Yes, that's what did we learn this week? We learn anything cool this week?
I learned that I have to stop booking shows on pay-per-view nights, which is a lesson that I learned several times a year.
That was every time.
All the effing time.
I learned that Nick thinks that this is a charade, that I'm undefeated. So
It is a
now,
charade.
Okay, it's a charade. How many bots you got out there voting for me?
I'm definitely buying they got the World Heavyweight Championship toy belt. Yeah, we'll get a toy belt.
Toy. Like you think this is a game and I'm not good enough for the real thing? Take
We
us out,
already
Brennan.
brought the.
Get us
we
out of
already
here.
bought the man a Miz and John Morrison card. Now we're buying him a toy belt.
It's either buy me a belt or I wear these glasses every
Oh,
episode.
God.
Oh, brother!
And I can't
we're
see
not buying
shit.
you a belt.
It is so dark in here.
All right, take us home, Brennan.
Man, it is always a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could give us a follow, like, subscribe, if you can leave a comment, follow us on Twitter. We just love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back again next week with a little more wrestling called a weekly.
Bye.